Hey guys, welcome back to another flying video with the Columbia 350. I've got my good friend Aldo here. We're going to be going up today and we'll be continuing the break-in process. Aldo is an up-and-coming pilot. He's looking to get into aviation. This will be his first time in a small airplane. I think he's been in some commercial planes, but this will be the first time in a small aircraft. We're planning to go up over the San Luis Reservoir in California and then fly down the Central Valley and then turn around, come back. Hopefully it won't be too bumpy. So anyway, welcome aboard, join us and enjoy. Okay, so we got 1670, 1680, 1700, 1710. Okay, one click left. 1670, one click back to both. 1720, two clicks to the other one, two magnetos. Down to 1660, back to both. Confirm it's in both. Back to 1720, cycle the prop 3 times. 1, 2,
the traffic says the 6 Tango Alpha
3,
final for runway 20, Watsonville.
Idle check, good. Magnetos, prop, throttle, fuel selectors in the detent, transponder set to 1200, VFR. Lights is required, we're going to put on our landing light, we're going to put on our boost pump, and we're ready to go. So we have a guy on final, we're going to have to wait for him, and then we'll be on our way. He's got to be off the runway before we can roll out.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, departing runway 20 will be a left crosswind departure. We have the departing traffic in sight. Clear on the left, I'm in the right. Nobody's coming?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's have some fun.
Finally.
So traffic, Cessna 5347 Hotel, Taxi Alpha, United Flight Services, Watsonville.
Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo on the roll 20, left crosswind departure.
Watsonville traffic, Cessna 361 Lima, turning left crosswind 20, Watsonville.
Okay, airspeed's alive. Gauge is in the green.
Via Alpha, Watsonville.
65. Rotate.
Watsonville traffic 361 Lima is turning left downwind 20, 361 Lima.
Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo turning left crosswind, departing the area to the east, Watsonville. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo is about 3 southeast of the airport, leaving 2200, final call, heading to the east, Watsonville.
Watsonville traffic says the 6 Tango Alpha is turning left crosswind for runway 20, Watsonville.
Should be traffic right below, right over there somewhere. You have engaged the autopilot?
Yeah.
We're going to climb to 5,500. We're currently at 3,500. We've got 25. We're going to lean to about 19. That's where we want to be. Increase our rate of climb to 650. Landing lights off, door strobes on, flaps are up. Okay, we're now heading directly to Modesto.
Bonanza 13 Delta, in case of lost communications, in 10 miles, contact open center on 128.7.
And we're monitoring NorCal, which is the controllers. If we have an issue, we can immediately talk to them. Coming up on 4,600. looking for traffic. I had a big Southwest airliner come over me when I was flying the other day. That's Hollister down there. See the smoke from the fires? It's smoke.
Is smoke?
Yeah. See how hazy it is?
Yeah.
From the wildfires. Okay, so we've reached our cruising altitude of 5,500. Right now I'm doing the mixture. I'm leaning the mixture back and I'm looking for the first peak. Okay, so it's peak detected, last peak detected. Now I'm going to richen up to fly 125 rich of peak. So I'm looking for about 18 or 19 gallons per hour is right there, best power. So we're about 100, 110
Okay.
rich of peak. I can explain that later.
Okay.
We want to keep the engine nice and cool is the point. Okay, so we're coming up on Modesto. It's 38 miles. It'll be 3 minutes. You'll see it San Luis Reservoir off to the right. Oh, there it is, way over there.
What is it? This lake?
Can't hear you.
Oh.
Say again.
This lake?
San Luis Reservoir.
Okay.
Switching fuel tanks. We have 2 tanks in the wings.
Uh-huh.
So I just went from the right side to the left side. We're indicating here on the left side.
Okay.
We have some tiny little bumps here, nothing to worry about. This is what I was telling you about coming over these hills. If we were lower, it'd be a little bumpier, but we're at a nice altitude right now. So so far we've used 4.5 gallons. We've got 44 gallons left in the tank. And what we'd like to do is burn about 20 out and 20 back. That'll leave us 10 in for reserve.
Okay.
For the viewers, if you didn't catch my last video where I talked about the engine break-in procedure, please take a look at that. I go into a lot of detail about the procedures and also explain how we were able to increase the stock horsepower of our engine from 310 to 340. We got the horsepower when they finished building the engine. They did a dyno test and they measured 340 horsepower. I can throw those numbers up if you'd like to see them. I think that's quite remarkable. It was done through injection port tuning and honing. If you are in the process of rebuilding an engine, recommend that procedure.
Okay.
For those outside of California, we're just south of Silicon Valley in Central California. Right now we're flying to the northeast, mostly to the north, to a little town called Modesto. And we're going to go into the valley here, pick up some smoother air, and then we're going to fly to the south to Fresno and then come back to Watsonville, which is where, as you know, the airplane is housed, hangared, I should say. So like I said, just a couple little bumps here, nothing to worry about. Okay, so there's Modesto in front of us.
Okay.
It's about 20 miles. We'll be there in 6 minutes, and then we'll make a right turn and fly to the south. So I can see other airplanes on this screen. I'm seeing other airplanes. See, there's this airplane over here. He's about 5 miles over there. I don't even think I can see him, but I can keep an eye on traffic here. It's really important to see where the traffic is. Okay, so we're 8 miles away, about 2.5 minutes. We'll start a turn to the right.
Okay.
We're doing 159 nautical miles. This is called the indicated airspeed. There's 3 airspeeds. There's another one called the true airspeed, which is adjusted for atmospheric temperature and pressure, which is 180 knots. And then our ground speed, which is how fast we're moving over the ground, which is based on how much wind you have pushing against you, is 183 knots. And to change knots to miles per hour, you add 15%. So 183, so 15% of 183 is 18 plus 9 is about 27. So you add 27 to 183. So that's 7 is 90, plus 3 is 220 miles an hour. 220. So we're cruising. So if we were going to Lake Tahoe right now, we would probably be in Lake Tahoe in 25 minutes or something.
Yeah.
We're halfway to Lake Tahoe right now. So we're right on the money here, 110, 120, 130, that's about 125.
We'll be looking for him in 18.4.
So that's a perfect setting at 18.5 gallons per hour.
Fresno here?
Delta, I'm going to climb to 4.
Here comes our turn.
Fresno?
No, Fresno's coming up. This is Modesto.
Oh, okay, Modesto.
And I think that's Turlock. Right there, Turlock maybe?
Okay.
170 and over to tower lead 64.
So that's Highway 5, and that's Highway 99. Oh no, that's Turlock right there. Turlock.
Turlock.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the autopilot off. So you're gonna hear a beep.
Yeah.
Okay, the autopilot's off. So we want to maintain this heading about 115 and this altitude of 5,500. See how we're got a little climb here? I'm going to make a little correction here. Pitch down. See, we just climbed 100 feet because we had a little trim thing there. So we're going to come down here. Coming down. See, we're coming down a little bit. There's 55, so we're going to level off right there. 55.20.
Okay.
So why don't you put your hand there, and I'm going to stay on with you. Don't touch that. Don't worry about that. Just give it a nice light grip, just like that, a light grip. And pull back a little bit to see how we're coming down. And bring it up to 55 and keep us on this heading of 120. It's just tiny little inputs. Just barely have to touch it. Can you feel the plane turning to the left? Okay, now a little back pressure towards you, towards you. Pull back towards you. There you go. Less, less.
Nope. $55?
55 here. You're going down, you want to go up? And you see your course, you're off course, so you want to turn to the right. See how the needle's shifting? Want to go over there? See that airport down there? Point it at that airport.
Okay.
Now pull back a little bit, because you're falling. You are flying the airplane. Pull back a little bit.
3395, 22 Delta, good day.
Okay, but you want to turn over here? Helping you out a little bit. A little more. And then a little back pressure to bring it back up to 55. So what you want to do is you want to point the nose of the airplane at your target. So I'm pointing it right at the end of that runway. Now I'm pointing it at that part, that section of Highway 5 way down there, about 20 miles. You're doing good. So you're back to 120. That's good. You're back right on there, and you're just a little bit 100 feet low, so just a little bit of back pressure, little tiny bit.
Current altitude 2000, climbing 2,500, 534
So now look, we've got a tailwind of 17 knots. That's our wind behind us, so it's pushing us. So look, our ground speed went up to 193. So now what is that, about 230 miles an hour.
NorCal, good afternoon, Twilight 371, 13 Zoo, sending 10.
See, look, we'll be in Fresno in 17 minutes now, because we're going so fast.
Yeah.
The course indication here, let me show you this on the map. This is what I do. So you want to be on that line. So just move the airplane over a little bit to the left. And then a little more back pressure. How's it feel to fly an airplane?
Yeah?
How does it feel to fly an airplane?
Nervous.
NorCal, approach, November 5.
Now I can play video games on my computer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you got it. Gonna scoot you back a little bit?
Yeah.
Now watch if I go to the autopilot. Look how well the autopilot does it. Then I can lock in the altitude. Autopilot is a really good pilot. Really knows how to fly this airplane. Better than I do. Look at this. Perfect. Right on the course. Right on the altitude. She'll take care of us. She's a good friend. Okay, so we're 26 miles, 8 minutes from Fresno. You can see it coming up in the haze there.
Uh-huh.
Everything looks good here. Temperatures look good. Set points look good. Power setting looks good. Mixture looks good. Okay, so we're gonna start making our turn to the right. Oh, heading bug, heading. Because I see there's some, there's a jet taking off and I don't want to get in his way.
Charlie 960, are you looking to just get outside the Class Charlie service area, or do you want services to a destination?
See the Fresno airport right there?
Tower on 118.2, squawk 0117.
Okay, we're climbing up. We're going to go to 6,500 now because we're coming the other way. So we're going to lose a little bit of engine power. So see, we're in a climb right here, 500 feet per minute, and we're going to capture 6,500. We're heading back to Modesto. It's 60 miles. We'll be there in 22 minutes. So we have to, okay, so we climbed up. There's less air density, so we have to put in less fuel. So we need to stay rich at peak. That's pretty close. We need to actually reduce. So we came down about 1 gallon per hour. No big deal. Okay, so reviewing our cockpit numbers, we're at 157 indicated. True airspeed now is 179. We've got a wind from 19 knots from the east. So pushing against us just a little bit. We're still maintaining a true airspeed, like I say, 179, and our ground speed now is reduced to 176 with that little bit of wind. Nonetheless, we'll still be there in 16 minutes. We'll make a left turn and we'll head back to Watsonville. When we turn, we'll have a 22 knot tailwind pushing us back to Watsonville. So we'll be back to Watsonville very quickly. Guess how long? How long? ¿Cuánto tiempo?
20 minutes, 70 minutes.
How long to drive in a car?
4 hours.
Two maybe, I don't know. To Modesto? I think it's about an hour and a half.
Modesto? Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming along today. It's nice to have some company.
Yeah.
I did this flight last Sunday.
Oh yeah?
Except I went that way, to Sacramento. But same exact flight, but I went to Sacramento, over Modesto, and then back to Watsonville. So you could teach me Spanish.
Yeah, you sabes más palabras.
I
know more words.
No, you know more English than I know Spanish.
Yeah.
Now remember we came over the mountains before and we had some little bit of bumps?
Yeah.
Now we're 1,000 feet higher.
NorCal Dreamline 4.
So we should have less bumps. We'll still have a few little ones, but we should have less.
Bases were about...
yeah, it's less.
I think they're about 900 and top.
See the other jet right there in front of us?
Yeah.
From the Marine.
Got another south. That's a Southwest. The other two were United Airlines. That's Southwest. See them right there?
How do you know? Wait.
Because it tells me here. See, we're going to fly over the quarry. And the Watsonville Airport's right there. We're going to make a turn in.
Okay.
Watsonville Airport, Columbia 6512 Romeo is 10 to the east. We'll be planning to overfly the river and the freeway, setting up for 45 entry 20, left traffic, full stop, Watsonville. And we are screaming down now at 217. See the airport right there? Boy, are we going fast, which I like. There's no one in the pattern. I'm gonna just do an extended left base. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, extended left base. We're 3 miles from the airport, coming up on Pinto Lake, Watsonville. Okay, look, we gotta start paying attention. Our airspeed's 138. We need to start slowing down. Let's get our trim in. Let's pull back our power. Let's check for traffic. It looks good. I don't see any downwind traffic. I don't see anybody in the pattern except that guy that just took off. There's our flap speed. Okay, so we're going to do our flow check, which is airspeed, landing lights, power, mixture, props, flaps. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, Pinto Lake, left base, 20, full stop. There's the runway. Airspeed looks good. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, final 20, full stop. All right, pedals alive, feet alive. Get those cameras rolling, 105. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, short and final 20. Well, there's no one here, unusual. And in ground effect. Watsonville traffic, Columbia 6512 Romeo, clear of runway 20 at Echo, taxiing to the fuel pumps, Watsonville. No, are you okay on time?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're almost done, so you'll be heading home. I know your wife's wondering where you are.
Nah.
Okay, so we use 28.
Traffic 20, Watsonville.